Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review, we're going to be looking at the Xtransbots 87 Double Agent Bond James. Now this is the Japanese version of this figure, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So it's not actually from Japan, it's just that they've got what I believe to be different animated faces. So yes, there is two of these. They are pretty much, as you can see, exactly the same inside the packaging. This one is just A, and this one is B. So A is your USA edition, and as I say, as far as I'm aware, it just means that they've got different animated faces. So let's have a look. This is again how he comes packaged inside this lovely polystyrene case to keep him all neat. It comes with that bag around it, and again, everything at the moment to me is looking exactly the same. I just want to show you, and of course we're going to look at this in a lot more detail in the robot mode. There is what I would have gathered to be the American cartoon face, and there is of course how he looks in the Japanese Headmaster series. So there is a bit of a difference, and you see you've got the black arms by the looks of it. So there is going to be a couple of differences. Again, I don't know them all. This is all completely new to me, and once again I just want to, I suppose, reiterate that I don't watch anybody else's reviews purely for that particular reason. It's a completely unbiased opinion on a figure that I'm just freshly unboxing. So he comes with the same things as what the USA edition does by the looks of it. We'll open these up in a second. So you've got your collector's card and your instructions. You've got the same weapons, but again it looks like we've got a different face, which is what I'm expecting. Yeah, so that is definitely the Japanese animated face, which we will of course see, as I already mentioned, in a lot more detail when we come to the robot mode. But once again, I have to just say how beautiful this alternate mode is, and I've started with the alternate mode first again to keep the video slightly different. It looks sensational, it really is. I mean, the red trim for the wheels is amazing. The metallic looking blue paint on it is brilliant. I presume you can do exactly the same thing with this. So you can we spin this? Let me see. So you can on the other. It might just be a little bit more awkward because I've just opened it up. That you could spin around to change whichever logo you wanted on it. You can pop the headlights up as well. Let's just have a look. I presume it's exactly the same. So there's me tiny little, yeah, there you go. That lifts the headlights up there, which you can see. It also looks like that grill came up there, but it can't have because it's exactly the same. Let's just push these headlights up. I think the best thing about this is you don't normally find many figures. There we go. Took a bit of a press that you could, you know, that I would usually, as I say, display in alternate mode. But look at that, it's beautiful. It really is nice. So if I put it up next to USA version, yeah, color scheme and everything, there's nothing different from the exterior on the top of the car. The main differences, as you can see, are going to be the arms and indeed the head sculpt, which we can see there. With regards to that, with regards to the original Autobot, sorry, with regards to the original vintage generation 1 version, you can see that huge upgrade. It doesn't look to be the same vehicle though, in all honesty, but it is a lovely upgrade. With regards to some comparisons, I've got some other deluxe figures just to give you an idea of the size. It's huge, it really is big, it looks great. We've got Masterpiece Trailbreaker here to give you an idea compared to another Masterpiece size figure. And the big difference already, look, this has got the rubber tires, which is this Takara hasn't, which is a little bit frustrating in all honesty. So last few things to show you with this. This is actually a bit translucent, so it's not painted. You can sort of with the light make out a few things behind it, whereas this is painted. Oh, that bit, black bit there rather. The door here again is translucent. There's enough detail there on the back for all the headlights, the exhaust. It's a beautiful looking alternate mode, but I'm sure you'll agree this figure is all about the robot modes. So let's have a look at the first one of them. Okay then, so we're back, and as you can see, I've got him in one of his robot modes. Apologies for my transformation process on this video. I'm doing my very best to get one separately uploaded, but I'm sure you've probably heard and probably know Xtransbots figures are notorious for incredibly difficult and over complex transformation processes. Now this is where you can really tell that it is of course a Japanese version, and I'll clarify that in a second. I also very quickly just want to open up these, which is the rest of the stuff that came with him. So we've got the collector's card, which is beautiful. As I say, this is the B version. There is the other version, which again you've probably seen the video on, and I'm going to be doing a versus, or I suppose comparison video as well. This is what I mean about by the transformation process. It's not the most detailed. It is really hard to understand, but I'm definitely going to be doing the reverse transformation process because it's not too bad going back. Right, anyway, also there's the tech spec if you wanted to have a quick look at that. But as I say, this is amazing. And I love the fact that companies, including Hasbro, Takara, whatever, you know, they give us this opportunity and choice that we can get the variant of the figure that we want. Now, you wouldn't think that there'd be a big enough market. I mean, look, the main difference is really apparent when I bring this in now. So it's not just the face sculpt. We've got the different colour forearms, and we've got these bits coming over the shoulder. Once again, as I said, I will do a more detailed comparison video between the two of these. I just wanted to show you them straight off. So it's head sculpt, shoulders, forearms. It is quite different, which is great to see. I'm going to bring up just a couple of other counterpunch figures, and I'm also going to do a counterpunch collection showcase very soon as well. So let's just bring these ones in. So we've got a Generations, and we've got, oh, you can't even see him, he's just too far out of the way, an original. So these, that's a G1 original, that's a Generations, just to give you an idea, I suppose, of size and indeed scale. I'm going to bring in some masterpiece figures though, because obviously that's what you want to really see. So I've got some official Hasbro and Takara ones. There is the Crosscut and Getsui, so he displays and scales really well with them. I've now got some Fans Toys ones. We've got their take on pipes and gears, and again, as you'd expect, these are classed as mini bots. He's much bigger. Right, let's have a look at the articulation on him then, because this is where it's clever and there is a lot of it. So the head sculpt is lovely for a start. Let's have a look at that, and as you would expect, it will turn all the way around. That's the Decepticon head. I've obviously turned around, and it will look up and down, not hugely, but it will. You can see there is an ab crunch there. There is definitely, it moves backwards and forwards. The shoulders, now this is where it gets tough. I would say with this, they will go out to the side like so, and they do sort of hold. Whether you're going to get it to spin around, I would not advise it, because you can see, no, in fact, it's not going to go. You're just going to completely snap it off. You've got swivel underneath the shoulder. You've got bicep flexion. You've got like a double bicep bend, obviously due to its gimmick, which you're going to see in a second. There is wrist swivel. There is waist, full unrestricted swivel all the way around. These are like hip skirts, but the whole thing moves together, so you can kick up straight past the point of splits. You can go all the way back. You've got your, it is tough, but make sure so you've got your knee bend right there. It is really stiff, but that is 90 degrees. And then you've got the oddest, craziest ankle tilt and rock going on there. And again, exactly the reason why the transformation video is taking so long. I mean, look at the intricacy and borderline mess that you've got going on in there. But it, you know, it looks good. It's exactly what you want it to be. You can put an Autobot logo in there. So let's get the yellow gun, because that's what goes with this particular side. This will open up. It looks like it's going to tab into the fist like so. Is it going to fit? Probably not, because I'm trying to do everything all in one take. But I want to give you an idea of how it fits in. Typical. Let me have a look, bring it around. Some of these are really awkward to get in, and as I said, this will just start to play up now purely because I want to get it done all in one. Oh, come on. And I suppose I'm keeping this in intentionally because, you know, you guys will get the true reflection on what it's like. Sometimes videos can give you the wrong impression. There we go, you can see that's gone in. Fold that over and you can see that he is fully posable with that. The elbow is a little bit dodgy when it looks like that. It should move with him, but there you go. But it does come out, and that is due to the gimmick that I'm going to show you in a second. So there we go, that's him in that mode. A few more comparisons for you, just because obviously we've done the masterpiece. So there's a G1, there's a New Age. With regards, you've seen, I suppose, Deluxe, because you saw the Generations version, sorry, the Earthrise version, but that's how big he is. He's much bigger. He is exactly that, masterpiece scale. Right, let's see if we can do this all in one take then. So let's take the gun out of his hand. What we then need to do is we need to close the fists, turn them so they're facing down. When you turn them when you're facing down, we're going to fold up this, completely move it out of the way, fold out the other side, he says. I had to use the spudger on this last time because it was really sort of stiff. So you need this to fold out. Let me see if I can get it out with this. It is just the fist. In the other side, it should fold out. You can see where it's going to come out on here, but for some reason, it's because this is brand new and I've not done this at all. What you need to do is get this fist out. It should just swing out here. It really should. What I'm going to have to do by the looks of it, and I didn't want to, I wanted to try and get, as I say, done all in one particular take, but as you can see, it really is stuck in there. Right, let me have a go at getting that out, come straight back. Right then, so I've done the one side, but I do still want to be able to show you what it is that you have to do. So if it's as stiff as these particular ones are, this is the other side. Get some tweezers or some sort of spudger, put it safely in what is the back of the hand, and as you can see, you can start to slowly, for want of a better word, prise it out. Fold this all the way down, then you can tuck away the other fist, and that is pretty much that. So that's what we had to do. Bring these down, fold these around that side like so. What we're then going to do is take the front of the face. This should, in fact, no, this one doesn't. This one stays there, if I can remember. This is the one that comes out. What we need to do is we need to lift it up like so, rotate that around and drop that back into the head space that we've got there. Now, the other thing with this is, I'm sure you can tell straight away, in fact, let me just sort out these, is that we've got a computer board under there, which looks really, really good as well. Let's just spin this around. This has got, it looks like they're trying to say that he's only got the blue. That's it. So we want the blue on this side. Let's turn that around, turn the bicep flexion there. Yep, so now we've got all blue forearms. We've got different chest piece. The feet are okay. We've also got, let me just do the same with this one very quickly. I want to show you, obviously you can see the difference in the chest straight away, and you can see the difference in the head sculpt as well. So this is USA version, this is Japanese version, and then funnily enough as well, he's even got a different Japanese mini head as well, whereas this one had a different Autobot side. Right, so here's his blaster. Again, it'll fold all the way up. This does tuck away in the vehicle mode as well. This should fit again inside that hole. It probably won't for me because I just don't have much luck sometimes, and because again I don't play with these beforehand, which I know I probably should do. If I'm going to do a review on it, I should probably have a good go at maneuvering things around, etc., and seeing how it's going to work. Right, there is that one. Let's just move him quickly out of the shot. Let's bring in the original, so you can see there, great homage to that, loving the red wheels on it. And then funnily enough, this is the other generation's version, which again we've got on this particular side. So again, fantastic homages to it. I'm loving just the fact that they've got just something as simple as that on the chest to make it look different to the original version of the mold. And the other clever thing is as well, you've still got all the same articulation. You've got the arms that will go out, you've got all the swivels, the bicep flexions, you've got the hips kick up. You can hear them on the ratchets. As I say, they'll go both ways. The head, of course, will go all the way around, look up and down. I'm pretty sure you can probably turn that around. I'll have a quick look in a second because it would make sense to me that you could. And again, the knees will still bend and kick as well, even though it's completely the other way around from that side. So again, very clever, very good engineering. I'm thinking it's hard with this one, to be honest. I don't know which side I sort of prefer, but I do love the fact that there is enough subtle differences on this to, I suppose, warrant maybe you getting both. Maybe you'd like to get and display Autobot in this because of the difference on the shins and the hips, etc., and then just have the USA version for that way round. I don't know, it's entirely up to yourselves. And once again, I'll say it for the final time, the best thing is that you have got the choice. And I think that is all there is to say about this. There is the USA version uploaded as well, and I'm also going to do a versus as well. So there you go. This is the Xtransbots Bond James 87B, which means it's the Japanese version. And just to clarify, the Japanese version meaning the version of him that you would see in the Japanese cartoon. there you go, guys. Let me know what you think of him in the comments. Do you think you'd pick up both, or do you think that which one's your favourites? Let me know. Take care.